Hi, my name is Nick Dukoff. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Edmit. We just won the Best Startup Award at South by Southwest EDU. We're an early stage company based in Boston, and we're helping families make smarter college financial decisions. Nearly $250 billion a year is regretted on college tuition. $500 billion a year is spent on college tuition, and a recent Gallup study said 51% of college graduates changed something about their college experience, their major, their institution, or what they studied. Previously, I was Vice President of Innovation at Northeastern University, where I led all initiatives related to innovation, including the first University Coding Bootcamp. And this is my third venture-backed startup. My prior one was sold to Follett Education in the online textbook space. My co-founder, Sabrina Manville, was head of marketing at College for America within Southern New Hampshire University. So we're bringing with us kind of passion and experience around helping families and helping students be successful in higher education. A common misconception is that the student debt problem is only a student problem. Parents are required now to co-sign on virtually every single private student loan. This means that families are in it together. This is actually a good thing because parents have the ability to sit down with their child and actually have a thoughtful conversation about what we call the dollars and cents of college. As much as we'd like to think a 17-year-old is really deeply thinking about the kinds of considerations and how this will affect their future, they're really not, and this is a failure in our K-12 system. Financial literacy isn't really taught at a meaningful level at most K-12 institutions, and as a result, people are going and making one of the largest single investments they'll make in their lifetime with very limited information. And this, of course, leads to the kinds of problems that we see in the newspapers every day. The head of banking and finance at AARP, the American Association for Retired People, sees student debt as a looming retirement threat. And this isn't just a problem for folks at one or the other end of the socioeconomic distribution. This is a problem for the 99%. And so Edmit is college advising for the 99%. Whether you're an astrophysicist, like Susan in Tennessee, a first-generation college student, a military spouse, everyone has this problem. So what is our solution? We're personalized, data-driven college advising, which helps us deliver this experience to families for under $100 a year. The average private college advisor costs $200 an hour, which is a lot of money. And usually those are required minimums, $5,000, $10,000. We're $100 a year, and we consider ourselves to be similar to Betterment, what they did in retirement saving, helping families save for retirement as low as a quarter basis point, or Trulia, who has now made sophisticated real estate shopping available to everyone for free. Some of our functionality includes helping people understand the true cost of college. It's actually very, very hard to find what college actually costs on a college website. And the reason for that is it costs something different for every single student. Students are struggling to use net price calculators, figure out the FAFSA, all these really complicated things, and this serves as a barrier to people understanding which colleges they can actually afford, which leads to undermatching and other problems. So our Edstimate, modeled after Zillow's estimate, helps provide a single number to families to help them understand in ballpark what college is actually going to cost. We then took a concept from the residential real estate market, continuing to play on that Zillow theme, and put together data to help families understand what they can essentially be pre-approved for with respect to college. What loans make sense to take out? Which loans don't? Which loans are too big? Where should they reach a little higher? A common rule of thumb that most people don't know is that you should generally take less debt than your expected first-year salary. This is something that's readily available and fairly simple, yet very few people are availing themselves of this type of information. But sometimes stretching is worth it. College is one of the great equalizers in this country. And so in some cases, we want families to understand when it makes sense to reach a little higher. Too often people choose a college that's convenient or that they know somebody who went there, where we have over 2,000 four-year colleges in the United States, and many are terrific. One of the things we believe fundamentally is there's many great colleges for everyone. We don't believe in ordinal rankings of colleges, and as a result, we score every college for every student A, B, or C. It's an A if it's a good value and affordable. It's a B if it's one or the other, and it's a C if it's neither. And that scoring is different for every single student for every single school. We also help families understand how they're actually going to pull everything together. This is one of those things that families don't really truly start to consider until the tuition bill comes, which is usually this summer before their freshman year, and then they're scrambling to find loans to be able to pay for it. Once you've already made the choice of where you're matriculating, we help make sure that you're using all of the tools that are available to make sure that you're putting together a comprehensive plan to pay for college and not have to drop out. One of the main reasons people stop out of college is they can't come up with one expense or the other, and it usually isn't tuition. So again, we recently won South by Southwest EDU, the best startup. We've served 10,000 families in our first year. We're just beginning our second year of operation as a company. We've saved families an average of an additional $5,000 in financial aid and other savings. We're growing 10% week over week, and we've secured channel partnerships with companies like Bright Horizons, which is the largest education benefits provider in the country, as well as CU Student Choice, which is the largest student lender for credit unions. We love credit unions because they care about their members, and we're looking to help families at all distributions of income. And so I hope you'll join me in helping families make smarter college financial choices. Thank you.